Hello everyone, it's Chaz again from The Grove, back with another video. If you can be bothered, feel free to like, comment and subscribe, really appreciate that. And yeah, today's been a massive day at West Ham United. It seems that all the supporter groups have come together and sent the board a letter of no confidence, which basically in layman's terms means asking them to resign with the long-term hope of getting them out of the football club. It's been a long time coming. This isn't to do with a few bad transfer windows or not getting some results on the pitch. It's to do with 10 years now of just being lied to. We left our home in 2016 with false promises of Champions League football, going to the next level, world-class, vibrant football stadium, world-class football team. And yeah, it's been, as I say, it's been a long time coming. I'm really glad that this has finally happened. There also seems like there's planned protests for the Crystal Palace game on the 20th of September. That's going to be before the game. At home to Brentford on the Monday night, there's plans of a protest where people just aren't going to turn up to the game, which I'm going to get right behind. Hopefully a lot of other West Ham fans can get behind this, especially the ones that go to the games and obviously have to put up with the ground and all the lies we were told. Because if you'd have told us back in 2016 that what we're moving for is basically an athletic stadium with no atmosphere, no soul, change your badge, you're not going to go to the next level, there would have been no point in leaving. In essence, we've completely destroyed the soul of the football club for absolutely no reason. And there's only three people to fucking answer for that, and that's Karen Brady, David Sullivan, and the Gold family, who are still there. So, listen, I've already seen people like, oh, we got a good result against Forest, stop being negative, or look, the moaners are back. I'm sorry. If you don't get it, you're never going to get it. It's just one of them. Like, I can't see how you can see how the club is at the moment and not be annoyed and pissed off and heartbroken at how it's being run and what we are, like, as a fucking club. It's just absolutely pathetic. And I'm so glad that all these supporter groups have finally come together. I'm so glad that finally journalists in the media, including the likes of Henry Winter, are starting to share it, even though he did have the chance to grill Karen Brady on this, but look, that's for another day. But at least these journalists on Twitter are finally writing articles about it, and they're finally getting the message out there. And I've already seen neutral saying, oh, don't get this, fucking what more the West Ham fans want. It's like, listen, it's not to do with results on the pitch, it's not to do with transfers, it's not to do with any of that shit. It's to do with ripping the soul out of the football club. And we've sold everything that we created over the last 100 years, binned off the communities, binned off everything we were, to become an absolute shell of a football club. And every year more and more supporters leave, and it's so heartbreaking. And hopefully now with these protests, it might not get them out, but it's something. Like, at least you can be on the right side of history. That's how I look at it. This just almost feels like, for me, this is our last chance of getting the old school West Ham back, getting West Ham United back, and fucking off West Ham London. And even if you don't go to games anymore, even if they have drove you away from the club, which I completely understand, you need to come back for these protests. You need to make your voice heard. If you've ever felt anything for this football club, now's your chance to have your say, because if this gets arranged and absolutely no one turns up, then we can't fucking moan about anything, and they would have won. And there's a chance that they might still win, but listen, I live in faith that there's still tens of thousands of West Ham fans that want to protest, that want to get their club back. And yeah, that might not mean getting into the Champions League, that might not mean winning titles and all that shit. It just means going to the football, having a good time, playing in a football stadium, having an owner that gives a shit, that wants to invest in the team, that has a long-term plan, that has a strategy, rather than just kicking the can down the road and pretending to be one of us. They walked into this football club and pretended to be West Ham supporters and sold us all a fucking lie. Never forget that. No matter what we achieve, it will forever be in spite of them, not because of them. They struck gold with David Moyes. We owe everything to David Moyes. Any success we had, and I'm telling you now, Prague was the best night of my life, but I would sack that fucking Conference League off to be back at Upton Park right now, and then not to have never ever entered this football club. It's not to do with being high up the league. I've watched us in the Championship. I had a season ticket. If we get relegated, I'll go and watch us again. It's to do with just having to walk in that stadium, and there's such an apathetic feel. There's just 10 of us that are trying to chant. It's fucking embarrassing. It's a far cry from what we were. That's not why we started going West Ham. That's not what our dads introduced us to. And now's our chance to have a fight back. It almost feels like our last hurrah to have a go. Give it back to them. Even the media are starting to help now and share the petitions, sharing the protests. I can guarantee you, they are shitting it. They are absolutely shitting it. And no matter how many games we win from between now and the protests, do not let that distract you from the real point, that we need to drive these cunts out of this football club. And the thing is as well, you can also see with teams like Tottenham and Everton that have built their own stadiums, their fans were made promises, and those promises were kept to them because they have owners that, and even though Tottenham fans despise Levy, you can't knock the fucking stadium. The match going experience is still really good. And it's the exact same thing with Everton. Like, I watched their first game on telly the other week, and I'm going there later this month, I think it is. And literally, it's just night and day between our stadium. Like, they just saw us as an opportunity, as a cash grab. They tried doing the same thing at Brum. They wanted to get that, I think it was the Paralympics stadium in Birmingham. They wanted to get that and move Birmingham City, but they lost the bid to Man City, I believe, and that's where the Etihad come from. So listen, they've always tried to do this, and the second that London got the Olympics, their eyes lit up because they knew that they could come in to West Ham and drag us from Upton Park. Also, allegedly, make dough off that move as well. If you want to go and have a little fucking search on that, I'm just sick of it now. I'm absolutely sick of it. I'm trying my best to not fucking stop going and walk away from the club, but if these protests don't work, that's going to be the last result. Just everyone stop going. I mean, I'm happy to not go to any of the home games this season, to be honest. It's just the away games. I think a lot of us are victim to wanting to keep our points away from home because it's the only bit of excitement and fun you get these days, isn't it? Like the other day, it was one of the best away days I've done in years, and it was so fun, and it was a reminder of what West Ham can be, because for 90 odd minutes you forget about the owners, you forget about all the shit and all the lies, because it's just up to the players on the pitch to put a smile on your face, and they can only get away with that for so long because it always comes back to the home games where you walk there, stop-start queues, fucking queuing up, getting searched, getting to the ground, you're like 3.5 miles from the pitch, there's no atmosphere, it's just fucking shit. And yeah, this is why you need to go and protest, make your voice heard. So yeah, in conclusion, 20th of September, the protest is against Crystal Palace before the game, and I think I got it wrong earlier. The boycott of the Brentford game is on the 20th of October on a Monday night. Do not go to that game. If you've got anything about you, if you've ever cared about West Ham United, do not go to the game. Make them look like absolute cunts on Sky Sports. Yeah, like it's one thing the ground being empty when we're getting pumped 4, 5, 6-0. But if that ground's empty at the start of the game, they're going to look like right tossers. So yeah, if you can be bothered, protest, boycott, like, share, subscribe if you can be bothered. Come on, you fucking Irons.